Good evening. I'm Kelly Stemkowski.
And I'm Mike Ziegler with SU Primetime Thursday.
Here's what's going on at Susquehanna and around the state. President Obama has a new health care plan. It was unveiled Monday on the official website of the White House. The plan would prevent health care insurers from turning down people with pre-existing conditions or who are already sick. It would give the federal government oversight powers over increases in insurance premiums. Americans would be required to purchase insurance, but the government would assist with funds of up to $8,500 for a family of 4 to help them buy insurance. Obama will hold a bipartisan health care summit tomorrow to discuss the plan. It will be televised. Penn State's Thon program has broken their previous record, raising nearly $8 million for pediatric cancer patients, according to the Daily Collegian. Thon is a dance marathon in which students dance for 2 days straight to raise money for the kids with cancer. This year, over 700 dancers from 3,000 different organizations filled the Bryce Jordan Center in State College to raise the record-breaking figure. Thon is the largest student-run philanthropy in the world, having raised over $70 million since its beginning in 1973. An assistant to the late PA Congressman John Murtha hopes to take his place, according to the Daily Item. Mark Kritz, who resigned as district director to Murtha's office on Monday, will run in a special election to fill Murtha's seat and will later run in the Democratic primary. Murtha died February 8th due to complications after a gallbladder surgery. The on-campus mediation clinic that helps Susquehanna Valley residents work their way through the legal system is closing. The Adams Mediation Clinic no longer has a director because Alan Sobel has taken a leave of absence for medical reasons for the remainder of the semester. Sobel is a lawyer, and the clinic cannot continue operating without a lawyer on its full-time staff. The clinic offered mediation services relating to child custody disputes, divorce, name changes, and other legal matters. Volunteers at the clinic assisted community members with filling forms with the courts and with explanations about court procedures. Provost Linda McMillan said that the clinic served the community, but was not integrating students into its program, which was one of the reasons for its creation. That's your state and campus news. Here's Mike Ziegler with your SU Sports Update.
Thanks, Kelly. With winter sports soon wrapping up their respective seasons, that means spring sports are just around the corner. And no spring sports were more successful last year than our baseball and softball programs. For men's baseball, the team finished with a 24-16 record in 2009, including a 14-4 record in the Landmark Conference. Their conference accomplishments landed the Crusaders their first Landmark regular season championship and a #1 seed in the playoffs. This year, the team will look to continue their recent success, but will have to do so without former All-American pitcher and outfielder John Lunardi and All-Conference outfielder Tyler Reichert. Fifth-year coach Denny Bowers will certainly be looking for his seniors and underclassmen to replace an all-senior outfield from last year. When talking to senior infielder Zach Brigman about replacing such players, he felt confident that with large freshman class and a good mix of experienced players and young talent, the overall team depth is one of their strengths going into the season. Over the upcoming spring break, the men's baseball team will have their own spring break training down in Fort Pierce, Florida, as they will play teams such as Elizabethtown and Delaware Valley. Landmark play will begin for the Crusaders at Moravian College March 27th. As for women's softball team, they too will look to repeat their own success from last spring, as they tallied a record of 22-15 in 2009, including an 8-4 record in the Landmark Conference. The Lady Crusaders landed the #2 seed last year in the playoffs and made it to the title game against Moravian College, where they barely lost 6-5 in extra innings. However, this team returns all 4 of its all-conference standouts, led by senior catcher Kelly Halota. The softball team will also venture to Florida for their own spring training as they face off against Rivier College in Orlando, amongst other teams. The ladies' home opener will be against York College, and their Landmark play begins March 27th at Merchant Marine Academy. In professional sports, the NBA trade deadline has come and gone, with a couple of big-name stars making moves. Most notably, former Washington Wizards standout Antoine Jamison was sent to Cleveland in a 3-team deal. The former Sixth Man of the Year had a shaky start in his first game in a Cavs uniform as he went 0 for 12 from the field, compiling just 2 points and 7 rebounds in 26 minutes off the bench. Coach Mike Brown does plan to have Twan become a part of the starting lineup as he would replace J.J. Hickson. Also, Tracy McGrady has found a new home in the Big Apple. T-Mac's debut was of course more successful than Jamison's as he dropped 26 points in an overtime loss against Oklahoma City. T-Mac, looking to the future, has already stated that he would be willing to take a pay cut therefore making room for one of the big free agents in 2010, that including Chris Bosh, D. Wade, and of course, LeBron James. That's your SU Sports Update. Now let's send it over to Adam with the weather.
Thanks, Mike. I'm Adam Krasinski, and this is SU Primetime Weather. In the western United States this evening, over the Sierra Nevadas, we have some heavier snow. However, most of the west is pretty quiet this evening. Over the south, however, we have some light rain in Louisiana and Texas, with some more severe weather in the panhandle of Florida. Moving up to the northeast, however, as you can see, temperatures are around freezing, and this evening it looks like there is a nor'easter in the works, so expect a busier end of the week when it comes to the weather. Things are going to be quite different, however, this weekend, as we'll have a paralyzing blizzard move into the northeast. Expect heavy snows on Wednesday evening and into Thursday morning. However, significant snowfall will be mainly to the west of us and to the north of us. Places like Reading and Allentown could see more than a foot. Not to mention, there will be strong winds with this storm, near hurricane force, so you may think it's more of a hurricane than a snowstorm. But in our area, expect things to remain pretty much a moderate snowfall, moderate, not too heavy of winds, as a low pressure system, as you can see, is swirling off the coast. All right, so temperatures around the region this evening, however, are looking about in the mid-30s, low 40s. Out in Pittsburgh, temperatures around 40 degrees and cloudy. As you can see, up in Erie, temperatures around 36 and cloudy. Down south in DC, temperatures around 40 degrees, and in the state capital of Harrisburg, temperatures around 38. Down in Philly right now, some wind, some rain. That'll switch over the snow this evening, however, as lows there will get to around freezing. And in New York City, expected to remain rain for this evening and rain into this weekend. So for your weekend forecast, if you plan to travel or get out this weekend, temperatures in New York City will be around freezing on Saturday. In Washington, slightly warmer, highs around 38, and in Philly, highs around freezing. But look at those lows, lows around only 18 degrees, so expect a pretty frigid evening. However, it will be partly sunny. On Saturday, however, temperatures will be around 32 in New York, so about the same temperature. Washington, slightly warmer at 44, and partly sunny. And in Philadelphia, some passing clouds and sunshine with a high of 40 and a low of around freezing. On Thursday, however, we'll see moderate to heavy snowfall in the afternoon, about 5 to 6 inches of snow accumulation. However, as we move towards the later evening, expect conditions to clear up a bit as we'll get a break in the storm. However, on Friday, that storm will move back in as the second half comes through, so expect another 2 to 3 inches of snowfall. Highs around 36, but by the mid-afternoon, temperatures will steadily decline as a cold front moves in from Canada. So expect Saturday temperatures to be a little bit below freezing with frigid conditions and some snow showers. And then on Sunday, expect temperatures to be around 28 with some passing clouds in the afternoon. Not too bad of a day. Thanks again for watching. I'm Adam Krasinski. This was SU Primetime's weather. Now back to Kelly and Mike.
Thanks, Adam. And thanks for tuning in to SU Primetime. I'm Kelly Stemkowski.
And I'm Mike Ziegler. Catch us tomorrow night, same time, same place. Good night, SU.